Hello there. Welcome back to another Wyatt's World Extra video. Today's video, we are going to be digging back into the WWE lists, but I do want to assure those who like GTA that we are not done with Grand Theft Auto. It will be coming back and probably very soon. However, the subject of today's video is going to be my top 10 WWE finishing moves. Or wrestling, I should say. They're used in all promotions. Before we hop into this video, head over to gfuel.com, use code WyattzWorld, save yourself a discount on any G Fuel products, and let's get into it. So, starting off at number 10, we've got the good old classic 619. Now, when everybody thinks of this move, they're going to think of one guy because there's only one guy that really does it as far as I'm concerned, and it's Rey Mysterio. Another unique thing about this move is if anybody else did it, it would be considered the dumbest, most unbelievable fucking thing you have ever seen. Now, I don't want this video to get demonetized, so I can't actually show a clip of it, but the picture should probably show a good enough representation of what happens. Somehow, someway, Rey Mysterio will get the guy hanging between the second and third rope. He'll run back, full speed, dive through the second and third ropes, hanging on, swing around, kick you in the face, and then he'll either jump off the turnbuckle or the ropes for a frog splash and pin you. It's amazing. He makes it look super cool, but that's because he is so small, so quick, and he has done it so many times. Majority of the people that get hit with the entire 619, I don't think they kick out at all. It's a pretty protected finisher, which it should be considering it's almost impossible to actually hit on somebody if it were a real fight. Alright, and coming in at number 9, we have got Crossroads. I like this move because I think it looks cool, and it's one of those that you can strike out of nowhere. You don't need to set it up. You don't need to go to the top rope. You don't need to get behind him and do the whole, taunting motion. They can be running at you, and you can throw them in it and flip them over in 2 seconds, and it looks awesome. Also, much like the 619 and a lot of other finishing moves I'll probably pick here, it has a believable blow to knock somebody unconscious. You're slamming someone on their face. That looks real. I like that. Not like he's doing the fucking worm in the ring and then pounces on the guy or some dumb shit like that. And moving on, we got number 8. That is going to be the Popup Powerbomb. Now, I would have said like a Batista bomb or a standard powerbomb, but again, that has, kind of a loading time to it. You have to throw them between your legs, and you have to pick them up and slam them down. And to me, it's like, in that amount of time, I feel like anybody could get out of it unless they were knocked out. And if they were already knocked out, why wouldn't you just pin them? Now, when you got the pop-up powerbomb, you skip 2/3 of the fucking motion. You literally throw them against the ropes, and when they're running at you, you throw them up and slam them down. I think that looks a lot cleaner, and I think it looks and sounds 10 times more devastating. This move has actually been around and it's always used, but not specifically for finishing moves, which is where Kevin Owens comes to play, because that is his finishing move and that's where I get to see it the most. You ever want to see one actually look brutal? Go watch Kevin Owens power someone on the apron. That would fucking hurt. I don't care if it's a fake sport or not. And up next at number 7, we have got the Stone Cold Stunner. I'm not shitting on this move. I know a lot of people would have this as 1, 2, or 3. Okay, it's cool, but I don't think it's that cool. Honestly, what makes the move cool is the other person selling it. Like, yeah, you're taking their head and you're sitting down, driving their face or their neck into your shoulder. Kind of like an RKO, but it's the backflips and the fucking spinning and flying out of the ring that just makes it so iconic. Go watch Austin Theory or any of the Rocks. Whenever those guys take a stunner, they spend about 10 seconds in the air before they hit the ground. It's ridiculous. It serves as a great ending to the match. I just don't think it's the best or most devastating by far. Iconic? Absolutely. And skipping up to number 6, we've got now an AEW finisher, the GTS Go To Sleep by CM Punk. Who doesn't like this move? Like, honestly. You pick a guy up in a fireman's carry and you throw him down and knee him in the face as hard as you can. What isn't convincing about that? Someone does that to me, I don't know about you guys, I'm knocked the fuck out, I am done. It's a brutal move, it looks real, and depending on, the angle and bump in the match, you can make it look really, really cool. I've seen CM Punk flip over people backwards like The Undertaker and give him one. I've seen him give a GTS to Chris Jericho where he banked off the ropes and gave him another one. An honorable mention since there's no submissions on this list, but I think his Anaconda Vice is probably my favorite submission move. CM Punk has got an A+ arsenal, man. Alright, and up next we got number 5, I'm going with the Claymore Kick. Drew McIntyre specifically is the one who does this. The reason I love the Claymore Kick so much is because he is such a big guy and he can get moving so fast. And all the kick is him literally drop kicking you in the face as hard as he possibly can. Like his whole body, his whole momentum just... I'm not gonna lie, some of the times I think he actually does hit him and knock him unconscious for like 2 seconds. This move is awesome because it can literally hit out of nowhere. There is no prep in this. Anywhere at any time, all you gotta do is just jump up and One of my favorite Claymore kicks of all time is in the end of the Royal Rumble 2020, I think. Whenever Drew won it, he hit Roman Reigns with an elite kick to eliminate him. I love that move, man. I'd say it's number 5. All right, and up next at number 4, I'm taking the good old F5. Not really sure what happens or what hurts in this move, but it just looks amazing. Brock has you in a fireman's carry, and he does like a 180 pop shove it with you off of his shoulder, and your whole body just slams into the mat. 2 reasons I'm really drawn to this. 1, the whole spinning thing just looks cool. But for 2, Brock Lesnar is so strong and so big that it doesn't matter who's on his shoulders. It could be the Big Show, it could be Rey Mysterio. He's gonna make the move look believable and good either way, because he is just that strong. And honestly, not a lot of finishers can say this, but the bigger, the better. The only sad thing about the F5 though is it's not really protected. People usually kick out of it at least once or twice. Up next at number 3, we've got the Tombstone Piledriver. This had to be on the list. You guys had to have known it was coming. Up there with the Stone Cold Stunner, the Shawn Michaels Super Kick, it's gotta be one of the most iconic finishers out there. He holds you upside down and literally drives your head into the mat as hard as he possibly can. Now, obviously, it's not real, but the eyes are supposed to believe it is. This move wouldn't just knock someone out, okay? It would fucking kill somebody. It would break their goddamn neck. Half the time I watch that finishing move, I cringe because I don't know if I'm going to see the other guy get up or not. If he wants to make it look more devastating, he'll jump 2 or 3 feet off the ground and really spike your head in like he did at WrestleMania 26. One of the best finishing moves in the history of wrestling. And by far one of the most believable. And moving on to number 2, we've got the Curb Stomp from Seth Rollins. It's a curb stomp, much like the Tombstone. It wouldn't just knock you out, it could possibly kill you. I don't know what's there not to love about this move unless you just don't like violent acts. The guy runs full speed, puts his foot and full body weight on the back of your head, supposedly, and just stomps you into the ground. Gotta be the most protected finisher out there. I'm not certain someone has ever kicked out, maybe Brock Lesnar. They actually had to ban this move from wrestling, much like Randy Orton's punt, because it was literally giving people concussions. Happy as hell they brought it back. I didn't like it when he used the pedigree at all. Definitely got to be a top 2 finishing move in my opinion. And number 1, my favorite finishing move ever, the RKO. You don't have to watch wrestling to know what an RKO is. You don't have to watch wrestling to appreciate the RKO. Randy Orton's been on every meme. He's been in every video game. He's been on every poster board giving somebody a goddamn RKO. It can strike out of nowhere, no prep needed, absolutely none. He coils up around your head, kind of like a stunner, but he lays back flat and your whole body just drives down onto your face. God, it looks fucking cool, man. He hits it in midair. He throws you up and hits you with it. He'll run at you and hit you with it. He'll posture behind you and hit you with it. Just a magic move. Not very protected anymore. A lot of people kick out of it. But when the crowd is starting to fall silent and you see the RKO come out of nowhere, it's the best way to wake up an arena ever. And those are going to be my top 10 finishing moves in wrestling. Alright guys, that's going to be all for today. I hope you enjoyed that video and the list. If you guys like this video, you already know what to do. Comment, like, subscribe, turn that bell on. I do my best to post on this channel as often as I can. With everything I just said, I'm going to hop off and get this shit edited so you guys can watch it on time. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your Tuesday, and as always, I will see you the next time I upload.